Trending at nanawagan ngayon ang ating mga kababayan kay President Bongbong Marcos na kung pwede ay ipalit si Atty. Acosta at Atty. Gadon sa Senado. Matapos magkainitan sina Senadora Risa Hontiveros at Alan Peter Cayetano kaugnay sa rules ng paghalal ng membro at opisyal ng makapangyarihang Commission on Appointments. Question ni Risa Hontiveros ang pagkahalal ni Senator Alan Peter Cayetano bilang CA Minority Leader at ipinuntong miyembro ng Independent Bloc ang senador. Tanging sina Senator Risa Hontiveros at Aquilino Pem until the third lang ang miyembro ng minorya sa Senado. Pero iginiit ni Cayetano na hindi tama ang interpretation ni Hontiveros patungkol sa change of nomenclature sa rules ng Senado. Naaalarma ang marami sa ating mga kababayan dito, dahil sa halip na magtulungan ang mga senador sa Senado, ay tila nag-aaway-away na di umano ang mga ito. Kaya naman nanawagan ang marami sa ating mga kababayan na ipalit na di umano sina Atty. Acosta at Atty. Gadon sa mga nasabing senador. Pero bago ang lahat mga ka-BBM, kung bago ka pa lang sa aming channel ay huwag kalimutang mag-subscribe at pakiclick na rin ang notification bell para mas marami pang makaalam sa bidyong ito. Narito ang full video na kung saan nagsagutan itong si Senator Risa Hontiveros at Senator Alan Peter Cayetano.
So Mr. President, just like the House of Representatives, we elect a minority leader, but when another group of the minority does not join them, they are the independent minority. Because both in the rules of the House and the Senate, if you do not vote for the Senate President, and I would have wished to have voted for you, Mr. President, and it's not about not voting for you, you know my circumstances and my relationship vis-a-vis this administration. So may I ask that that be corrected and that I also be considered part of the minority, Mr. President?
Of course, I am aware that there was a correction made to the status of one of the members of the Honorable Commission earlier to the term independent minority. And I am also, as a member of the Senate and of the CA, very conscious about the importance, the weight of tradition and history in our work. So may I just make it also of record for the knowledge of all who may not have observed our process in the Senate, not in the CA, but in the Senate as closely, that originally there was a majority, a minority, and an independent bloc. There has been a change of term here on the CA floor. But just for the record, Mr. Chairman, that the history is clear. Kasi sa kasaysayan naman po tayo nagbabatay sa mga usapin ng tradisyon. And as I said earlier, Mr. Chairman, I will submit to whatever is the decision of the Honorable Commission on this nomination. And we'll just make a brief manifestation after whatever decision is taken. Salamat kaayo, Mr. Chairman.
Sir Chair, the extent, of course, the invitation to Senator Risa. We've worked closely so many times in the House, here in the Senate, in various issues. Now, I just like to make on record that her interpretation that there's been a change of nomenclature is not accurate, because the nomenclature or the labeling is based on the rules of the Senate. And based on the rules of the Senate, and if I'm not mistaken, in the House, it's the same. If you vote for the Senate President, you are in the majority. If you do not, you are in the minority. But we did not want to confuse the public and the members of the Senate media. Are we 4 in 1 block or are we 2 in 1 block? So everyone knows, for example, Manong Edsel Lagman, one of the legends of the House. And he is most of the time in the independent minority. Sometimes he just calls himself independent, precisely because he did not vote for the Speaker, but did not join the minority bloc. So I hope that clears it up. Just for the purpose of the tradition of the Senate is not being taken for granted. Wala pong nagbabago today, because we've just elected a member of the minority. No? Minority means hindi ka kasama sa majority. Kung kasama ka sa majority, nasa iyo ang Senate President or Speaker. Kung hindi ka kasama, minority po kayo. But having said that, so much work to be done, and I hope to be working with everyone, not only with the minority, but also with the majority. So thank you very much to our dear colleagues.
May I recognize Senator Risa Hontiveros? She's raising her hand. Majority Leader.
Senator Hontiveros recognized.
make a manifestation. Salamat po. Salamat kaayo, Mr. Chairman. I wish to express for the record my serious concern over the election of a CA minority leader who is not an original member of the minority in the Senate. I know, Mr. Chairman, that the Supreme Court has ruled that the Senate, we may freely make our determination of who belongs to the minority. But making determinations to assuage less than institutional considerations strikes at the very heart of democracy. Hindi pwedeng majority tayo o independent tayo o minority tayo sa iba't ibang panahon para sa iba't ibang layunin. It is important for bodies such as these to have clarity as to the positions of each members. This is important for lines of accountability and important to ensure that we have a genuine minority voice.
So Senator Cayetano is not a part of Senate minority representing the minority bloc in the CA. But
no, iba yung CA eh. Senator Cayetano is an independent member of the Senate in the CA. But he considers himself part of the minority. He considers himself part of the minority.
But as you mentioned, SP, technically he and Senator Pia are part of the minority. Or hindi?
Technically, under the rules, those who do not vote for me are part of the minority.
Sure. Sir, would you advise Senator Risa to, somehow just accept? Of course, you can't tell her that the advice is to accept.
It's not within my powers to tell them what to do. Alam mo naman, consultative ako. We are rules-based naman. In fairness, we're rules-based. We just follow the rules. In this case, it was the minority who elected Senator Cayetano. Wala po kaming pakialam doon. Yung members of the majority, wala po kaming pakialam. Yeah, here. We had a caucus. Yesterday at 11, before the plenary. Kasi yun nga, gusto niya maging minority leader. Sabi ko, gusto rin ni Senator Cayetano maging minority leader. So tinawag ko po yung ating mga senador, nandito po kami lahat. And then, I had to explain to them that, ladies and gentlemen, this is a different organization, different body. It's a constitutional body. This body now will decide who will become. It is automatic that the Senate President will head the Commission on Appointments. That's under the Constitution. So no question yan. Pero on the heading of the majority leadership position and the minority leadership position, that is a choice between the body to make. In this case, tradition dictates that the majority leader is a member of the House. The minority leader is a member of the Senate. And therefore, there is an election for the majority leader. There was a nomination of Congressman El Rey Villafuerte to head the majority block of the CA. No one objected. So then he was elected to the post of majority leader. When the question came up on the minority leader, Congressman G.P. Padiernos nominated Alan Cayetano, and at the same time supported by the two members of the House, the other member of the House minority in the CA, which is Congressman Johnny Pimentel. So the score is 3-1. Diba? Kasi tumayo po si Senator Risa. She did not, let me correct, there was no vote down on the floor. By acclamation lang to. But she, of course, gave her apprehensions and manifestation dahil gusto nga niya maging minority leader. But at the end, we did not anymore decide to call a nominal vote. Hindi na lang po siya nag-nominal vote. So si Senator Cayetano ang naging minority leader by acclamation. So there was no vote. Just like talking about ang nangyari. Obviously, she saw that there was two other members of the minority voting for Senator Cayetano, and therefore she no longer had the vote, and therefore it was by acclamation na lang. That is the business of the minority. We have nothing to do with that. Best that you interview na lang the two of them. Ako, I have nothing to do. I don't want to...
Mr. President, napakarami po natin trabaho. And I do not feel alluded to the statement of Senator Risa because I've been very consistent in my advocacies. And the rules of both the CA and the Senate will bear us out. So I thank you. People behind me are questioning my taking of oath kasi dineclare daw na walang pasok habang Nag-o-oath.
Pag-eskwelahan na po yan. Pag-eskwelahan.
But they are members of the majority, so I will not mind them. And I will work closely with both the minority and majority. Thank you, and sorry, I apologize to our colleagues for taking up this time. I think both Senator Risa and I just found it an important thing to clarify. And thank you for the time. And maybe when we are in the process of looking at the qualifications of the nominees of the president, you will also give the minority this leeway of having a little bit more time. Thank you, Mr. President.